Hey guys, this is the Council Podcast. Back again for our second video. Today, the topics we're going to talk about is the MVP race in the NBA. Start of the season, but just our early MVP takes. We're going to talk about the Brooklyn Nets, all the stuff surrounding the Harden trade and how good they're going to be. Are they unmatched in the East? And then we're going to talk about the Celtics, how the Celtics are doing so far and what the Celtics are going to be able to do in the playoffs and hopefully win a championship, but we'll get to that. Anyone want to start us off?
Sergey?
So for the NBA MVP candidate, I think that KD is looking really hot so far, just coming off the Achilles injury, averaging 36 points, around 7 rebounds and 5 assists.
36 points?
30
That's
points.
a
30
lot
points.
of points.
30.6. Okay.
Averaging 30.6 points. That's a very high scoring player right there. And now being on the Brooklyn Nets, I think that's going to definitely increase with Harden and Kyrie.
Well, I mean, him playing with the
his points
Brooklyn
per game
Nets doesn't
gonna
really
go
help his
up.
take, just because he's playing with two other Hall of Famers.
Yep, he's
They all want the ball. So how is he gonna prove
Who
himself?
would like the ball? Who wants the ball?
Both
Kyrie
Harden and Kyrie.
Kyrie and Harden, yeah.
They're both ball dominant.
Ball dominant player.
They want the ball more than KD wants the ball.
So do you think the team will fall apart because of this?
Well, why does it prove?
Able
Able to
to
build
Yeah,
chemistry? No.
I think it
you
could.
honestly, you never know. You never know.
The thing,
Because
sorry.
skill-wise, this is the best big three that the NBA has ever seen in history.
True.
Just purely skill-wise and stat-wise,
Mhm.
in my opinion.
Although defensively they are pretty weak.
Yeah, and they lost a lot of their depth because of the trade.
Yeah, they lost Jared Allen.
Levert, a very,
LeVert was a
very, very good player.
But the thing is, Levert
Unfortunately,
was like
he's out for the season.
Levert is he out for the season? Or not necessarily, right?
Yeah.
I don't think he is. I
But
think
yeah, I'd say it's a good.
because he got they found cancer or something. I don't know what they found on his liver, right? Or his kidney.
Yeah.
But basically, I think the Levert being traded isn't the hugest deal because they got Harden in return. You know what I mean? And Levert's defense was probably decent, but I don't know if it was so much better than Harden's offense. So I think they're it's a pretty good offset. But Jared Allen.
But then losing Jared
Dinwiddie-
Allen is huge.
Dinwiddie's
I
out
think.
for maybe the entire year. I'm not sure. He's out for a while, so they're losing.
Torn his
his
ACL. Yeah, no, he's out. No, he's out.
Yeah, definitely. So, which is bad. It's really negative for them because honestly, before this trade and Levert and Dinwiddie, if they were all healthy, they at the start of the season had a lot of depth. That was actually their biggest thing. They had a lot of depth. They had scorers coming off the bench. But now it's more the three people when they're in, they're good. It's kind of like the issue with the Lakers last year, where without AD or LeBron in, who is scoring your points? That was their main. They ended up, getting through it just fine, but that was the main takeaway from the Lakers. People were like, who's scoring? Caruso off the bench? Is Caruso dropping points on Tatum or Giannis? I don't know if he is. You know what I mean? That was really or even Eric Bledsoe. That was the main takeaway. But I think this year it should be interesting with with them, just to see what their depth is like, and especially in the playoffs. Are they going to play 40 minutes a game? Who knows?
I feel on the Nets' eyes, this trade, it's finals or bust. There's no in between. There really isn't any. If they don't make the finals, and it's just honestly the biggest disappointment that an NBA history has ever seen. You know what I mean? Possibly three best.
But it's
skill
who
ones,
also would who also would beat them though? Looking at the East right now, obviously you got the Celtics. I mean,
No, I mean,
depth-wise, they're not the best
Well,
team.
we
you
haven't
look
had
at-
Kemba for the past month, and we're
And Teague is-
doing
I'd
pretty
like to see
well.
Taco get a little bit better as well.
What did you say?
I said I'd like to see Taco get on the court a bit more.
Okay, I mean, sure, but he's more of a kind of a fun player. You're not really putting Taco in
Actually, yeah.
at this point with
He's
his development.
7-7. I would expect him to be better. To be honest.
He's
He
just
he
too
goes
big.
in when they have a 20-point lead.
Yeah, he
Yes.
hit he hit that three yesterday, or maybe
He's
I
like
don't
the
know.
They go in.
he's like fun. It's fun to have him go in. You know what I mean? Like just.
The most loved player on the team.
Yeah, exactly. But it's also it's not like a reality against a KD. Like there's just no KD's blowing by him. Like it's Kyrie. Like no Harden. No like all of those people are scoring on Taco. So I mean yeah, it'd be fun I guess, but it's just not the reality.
True, very true.
But this is the thing. Like the Celtics, we actually have some depth now, which was actually our main issue. It was depth, and we didn't really have anyone to play against the big like Bam. We really struggled against Bam. Now we have Tristan Thompson. He's playing good. Time Lord is developing. And even Jeff Teague, which people were like, oh, Jeff Teague, like he's playing good. He's playing good. And Pritchard.
I feel like he's underachieving right now. I remember Jeff Teague.
Sorry, Sergey. What did you say?
In Pittsburgh.
I'm not a fan of him. He's been throwing a lot of Stevies, throws lots of picks from what I've seen in the past couple of games. He is a good player, points-wise, but
Who?
I don't think he's a very good player long-term.
Who?
Or Ty the rookie.
Pritchard.
Yes.
Sergey.
I said his
He's
name.
literally a rookie.
I don't care. He should be.
He's playing
a lot better.
good. And
He literally
He's
thrown like
like-
multiple steals in a game, like back to back. It was very disappointing as a Celtics fan. I'm just distraught.
Would you consider yourself a Celtics fan?
Yeah. Are you even a
I
Celtics
would
fan?
actually would. I would consider myself.
Name
a
the
Celtics
starting
fan.
five.
I think it's Kemba Walker, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Marcus Smart, and like I don't even know who the lot. Is that all five? And like Daniel
That was
Tice, I
definitely
think.
4.
And Daniel Tice, right?
That was maybe
I feel like
last year's.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like our starting lineup kind of changes a lot.
Yeah.
Thomas, maybe. I don't know.
I'd say probably they start Tristan.
I feel like it
They may start 2 bigs even. They may even start Tice.
depends on who's healthy.
Yeah, doesn't it
I mean,
change everything?
lately they were starting Tice and Thompson, but that was only because we didn't have Kemba and we were
Yeah.
starting Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Marcus
But
Smart.
Kemba is back now, correct?
Yeah.
But for a little while, he's gonna be a little slow coming back because he's just not in, game shape.
I mean, if you look at the East though, like I feel like the only teams that could give the Nets a run for their money are definitely the Celtics. The Bucks, they definitely did improve with getting Drew Holiday over the offseason.
Mhm.
He's been a very solid point guard for many years.
Very good defensively.
He's a great two-way player.
Yep.
Definitely the 76ers have been pretty good this season.
Yeah, they're
Joel
underrated.
Embiid and Ben Simmons have seemed to have been working out.
Ben Simmons literally can't shoot. It's really sad. Like
Okay, did you see him?
Airball.
to be honest, like I actually don't
Yeah.
understand how you cannot shoot. Like
I don't understand how
I
he's
would
a
shoot
NBA.
better than him. Like he has had wide open shots. He just doesn't even shoot the ball. He has like 5.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but aren't you on JV?
Well, at least I'd shoot the ball. Like, you know what I mean?
we're getting off topic. We're getting off
Yeah,
topic.
facts.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that him to be an actual like really good player, he needs to develop a 3-pointer. Like it's really not that hard. You're paid what? What is his
Everything
contract?
else in his game,
is good. It's really good. Ben Simmons is a great defender, great
basically
finishing at the basket,
literally everything else.
playmaking, but his buddy just cannot shoot for some reason. I don't know why. Just freaking shoot, bud. Like just put up shot. He's actually having an awful season. Oh no. He's averaging 12 points.
I don't know if it's just me, but why are the Toronto Raptors so bad right now?
They're so
5-8 is their record.
Was it really
They didn't lose
Ibaka?
anyone.
It was Ibaka. They lost Ibaka. That's it.
They did lose Ibaka, but I don't think he was a key member. Like their key members are
Siakam
Fred
sucks
Van Vliet.
this year.
Siakam needs to improve this season. Anunoby should be better. I
Yeah,
don't think he's
yeah.
having the best season. Definitely signing Fred Van move. I'm not looking at his stats right now, but he's been a solid player for a couple of years now.
Yeah,
It's just surprising to see how much they've fallen out of for really no reason.
because they were the second seed last year. I mean, he's averaging 19, 4, and 6.
They were-
So that he's having a good season so far. What is Siakam averaging? I want to see. Pascal Siakam. He's averaging 18, 7 and 5. So actually, he's not having too bad of a season. So yeah,
It's not too hot though.
What did you say?
What?
Really?
I said it's not too good. I would say Jokic or a lot of other players are looking a lot better, like Zion.
Okay. I mean,
What?
why are you laughing?
No, I'm just trying to make a point that he's not that good this year.
I mean,
He's looking really.
19, 8, and 5 is not bad.
He's not that good this year. Last year he was a good player.
Okay.
So, do you know who he's talking about?
He's talking about Pascal Siakam.
What team is he on?
He's on the Raptors. Toronto Raptors.
Good guy, good game.
Stop.
All right. Yeah, I mean, it's strange to me. Like, Nick's
Yeah.
knocking off the Nets, low key. Nick's knocking off the Nets. Nick's have been
I mean, they
playing
knocked
really
us
good.
off. But like,
Yeah,
let's be
we have
honest here.
Tatum.
That was an embarrassing
That was just-
game.
It was.
But I mean, we didn't have Jason Tatum wasn't
I didn't
playing,
get
and I
my
don't
feature
think
play.
Jaylen Brown was either, and then Kemba
Jalen
obviously.
did play, and then Kemba was.
Jalen.
it was his first
Jalen
game.
was playing.
Yeah.
No,
He got
But, like, that was
20
Kemba's
he
first
got
game
like
back, so I
25.
don't know.
Jalen got like 25, 26 points. Like he had a good game, but everyone else did not.
No, Jalen showed up. Everyone else did not show up. Semi Ojale. Okay, we have been holding on for this guy for so long. I respect his grind, but he needs to start doing something. Like he did drop like 20 points this season, but like my man's, he just doesn't put up points. Grant Williams, I need more from you off the bench. You know,
it's tough.
there's just so many young players that we've been investing in. You know, Romeo Langford's been a bust in my opinion so far. You know, using a 14th pick on him and he's done nothing.
Hey,
Like,
we
come
could
on.
have got Hero at 13, right? Or well, I guess.
Celtics actually wanted Hero. If Miami did not pick up Hero and we had Hero right now, that would have been beautiful.
That would have been
Hero
crazy.
would be dirt on our team, bro. Because Hero's
He's a green
cold, bro.
machine.
Hero's cold, bro. He's
Yeah.
like playing really good.
Bags or
Heat.
signables.
I mean, Heat aren't even having a great. They're actually 5-7. They're under 500 at this point.
Yeah, they're
Miami.
not having a good year. Yeah.
Raptors are on a 3-game win streak though, because they were really struggling. They were 2-8, 2-8 at the start of the season, which is really really bad. 76ers were playing really good. They've now lost a couple because they were I think 7-2, and then they put up a couple losses I guess. So we're not playing too great. I think we didn't beat them. Someone like really not good beat them. I forget, but whatever. If we go over to the West. Like, what are you guys' thoughts on the West right now?
Yeah,
It's Lakers, Clips, Jazz, 3rd, Suns, 4th, Spurs, 5th. I don't know how you guys feel about the Spurs, Blazers, and Warriors.
Something surprising. I think I'm gonna go all the way to the bottom. In 15th place right now, last seed is the Timberwolves. You know that doesn't make sense because they just picked the number 1 pick, Anthony Edwards. I feel like he hasn't had much hype around him like as previous number 1 picks like Zion have. But he's a solid player, and matching him with Karl Anthony Towns, who sadly has COVID right now, but he'll be back soon, and D'Angelo Russell. You know, that's like a little big 3 that people were expecting to, become good, but this year.
Anthony what? What is his name again?
Edwards.
Edwards.
Okay. He's averaging 12, 3,
Warrior
and
fans.
2. 12, 3, and 2, which isn't great. Isn't great. Wiseman's actually having a pretty big impact on his team at the moment. Tyrese Thibault. What is his name? Tyrese. I forget. He was drafted by the Kings, and he is having a good season so far. It's actually really interesting West right now.
And Suns have started off really well with
really
the.
hot with Chris Paul. Yeah.
Oh, cool. What are your thoughts on the current? I know you're a Warriors fan. What are your thoughts on them?
What are my thoughts on them? I think Curry, he can be an MVP candidate. As in previous years, he's obviously had better seasons, but this year he has nobody on his team other than Kelly Oubre, Draymond Green, and
Wiseman.
his name is the center.
Draymond's a bot.
Wiseman and
Okay, you say Draymond's a bot. He's obviously not putting up good numbers, but he's probably taking the lead role on the team.
Yeah.
Ever since he came back, they've been doing a lot better.
He at one point didn't score. He didn't score for 4 straight games or something. He actually didn't put up any points. But
Oh yeah,
he's been actually.
I don't know if you guys saw the clip last night when I think it was
that Curry pass. Ooh.
no, it was Draymond was looking for Wiseman in the paint, and then after when the Lakers free throw was going to shoot a free throw, Draymond went over to whatever Wiseman to give him a pep talk and tell him what to do better.
Mm-hmm. I think it's good. Veteran leadership on their team. They have actually a good amount of pretty young players, and I mean,
Oubre just needs to get better at shooting.
yeah,
He
just
should
just hit your shots, buddy. Like, come on now.
Like,
you're an
I'm
NBA
better
player.
than him. You don't
A cool's
need to-
a cool's a bucket from the three, but
They didn't want me in the NBA.
yeah, facts. They was
That's
like,
not-
he's too good. They didn't want to take the star power away from Curry. I think with Clay, they would be like
I would say
Oh,
they would
could
definitely be a
the
lot
top
better.
three right now. in
they'd be
West.
probably the
That's
second
why.
seed. I think second or third.
Yeah, I agree.
Because I mean, with
Why do you
Clay-
agree, Sergey?
Yeah, why do you agree?
They'd just
Why
be
do you
a
agree?
powerhouse. They'd be like the Nets. I think they'd be like a Nets in the West.
What do you think, Draymond, Clay, and Curry?
Yep, they'd run that.
They'd run that.
You would not run the West, but
I agree. Who do you think would run the West currently?
The Lakers.
Lakers.
Lakers,
The
Clippers are better than
Clippers. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I mean, Clippers. It would be close. Kawhi's having a pretty nice season so far. 24, 5 and 6, which is pretty nice. And then
Also,
Paul
so I feel
George.
like that's what he always does.
Suns having
Yeah,
a
he
decent
always
season.
plays like that. Kawhi is very consistent, and Paul George is putting up 25, 6 and 5. So both putting
After
pretty good
coming off
numbers.
what he did in the bubble, he
Which was-
should have stepped
oh
it up.
my
That was
God.
embarrassing.
That was tragic.
Playoff pandemic P was just
PG
wow.
13%, bro. That was tough, bro. He was getting clowned.
His shooting was worse than Little Wizards back in Weston High.
Oh, no, no violating.
And like, yeah,
Man's missed an open layup.
That's not a shot though. That's called a layup.
okay, yeah. But so far, I think this is going to be a pretty good NBA season all around. I definitely do think. Our Celtics
Shut up.
are having a good season so far. Jalen is stepping up. I think Jalen is really stepping up. Like from last year's numbers, where
He's taking a huge jump.
huge jump. Like he was like. Honestly, I felt last year they should have put the ball in his hand more in the playoffs. Because whenever he got the ball, I felt like he scored. I feel like he
He's
didn't
a very
miss.
clutch player.
I feel like he's very clutch. He's a good ball handler. He's great off the dribble. Like right when he gets a pass, he can cut to the basket, get good drives, and he's a good shooter. Like he's a pretty great all around player. I'm happy we did not trade him for Harden. I'm actually very happy about that because I think low key Jaylen Brown could be not better than Harden, but I think he could be
No,
somewhere
I think
on the.
that Harden would be another Cam Newton of the Patriots. I think he'd be a bust.
Okay.
What?
Sergey, Cam Newton came off a shoulder injury, not playing for a year. Nobody
He's so
expected him to be Mahomes. He was a bridge QB. Like no one expected him to be Mahomes guy.
Yeah, I'm just pointing that he's kind of a trash QB. I ain't go cap. Like I saw them videos on Instagram. He said he was working hard. I didn't see that on the
He
field.
was. He got corona.
Yeah, that's his fault.
Okay.
He was out too much, not wearing a mask.
Okay, Sergey.
God, so good.
That was one of the worst takes I've ever heard in my life.
That's on. Ty, just keep that in. Ty,
Dude, it was
keep
his
that
fault.
in.
Like, why did you just not get corona? Like, what?
that.
Like, dude.
No, he probably wasn't wearing a mask. He was getting biddies.
He was wearing. He's not Kyrie. He doesn't go to the club not wearing a mask.
It was his sister's birthday party. Okay.
Oh gosh.
Harden was at the club, a strip club, wearing no mask.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
that was
that's
very
confused.
unacceptable. I did not like
And
that.
then,
dude.
and then Harden came back and dropped what, like 50 points or
45,
40
dude.
points that night.
Harden was looking big, bro. That boy was looking fat.
Yeah, I have a theory that he put like a rice bag in his stomach. That's my theory.
Really?
I mean, low key.
On Fort tonight. He's playing with me tonight.
James Harden is playing for it with you. I bet for sure, buddy. Yeah,
all right, let's
but overall,
let's move on to MVP. Let's move on to MVP.
yeah,
conversation.
let's have a good MVP talk. Okay, so to me, I'll just go with me.
Was this Shandor you want to start? Okay.
Or yeah.
Anybody?
I don't care. Shandor or Ty, you want
Shandor.
to go.
Let me just go quickly. So, I think that honestly, I think Curry, Embiid, or maybe Giannis are gonna win the MVP because I think Giannis, I think they're gonna have the best record in the East. I just think they will. Like the Nets, I could see them having the best record in the East, but I feel like weirdly, like KD and they're gonna sit out a lot of games. They're gonna take like rest games. Like I don't like even Kyrie on the Celtics wasn't playing all the games. You know what I mean? Like I feel like they're gonna end up being around a 50 win, 55 win, 50 win team because they're playing less games. I just think the Bucks are gonna have the best record. Giannis is gonna average like 28 points per game, 8 rebounds, and like 4 assists on really high efficiency, and I think he's just gonna be a pretty sure-in candidate for MVP. Beal, I would say if he keeps averaging the points he's averaging, sure, but his team is just so dog. They're 3-8. Like you can't win the MVP with a bad team, and I would say that I said Joel, right? I think I said Joel.
Yeah.
I think Joel. I think possibly they could have a 2 or 3 seed, which I think is enough to get them to that level of like being in the top couple seeds. And if he is averaging say 26, 11 or 12 in like 5 or something with good efficiency, like playing really well, I think he could easily win MVP. And just quickly, Steph, again, it's Steph. He could put up other crazy nights, 30, 40 points, average around 33, 34 points per game. Good efficiency. And they're a high seed. Easy Steph Curry, I think.
Yeah, he is one of the best point guards of all time. I'd expect that.
Yeah, second best at this point, I'd say. What
True.
do you guys think about the MVP?
I mean, yeah, I feel like I could definitely argue for Steph Curry. I mean, what did he drop? 62 a couple nights ago. And, I mean, it's pretty hard losing Klay Thompson another year injuring the Achilles. It's going to be hard for him to bounce back from that injury. Klay continues to get older, you know. But, I mean, so is Steph Curry. I feel like they're both kind of coming, not to the end of their career, definitely their back half, but they definitely have a possibility of winning a championship and everything. I feel like Steph Curry definitely has a possibility. I mean, I could see Luka winning it. I just feel like his team isn't good enough, like overall. I think they're 6-8 right now. Not 100% sure. The Mavericks.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I actually looked up early MVP candidates, and supposedly the number one according to this website is Anthony Davis, which
Wow.
That's interesting.
That's
surprising.
very interesting.
I don't think he's having a good enough season. He's only averaging like 21 points per game.
Yeah,
He's
hasn't been playing too good.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like
At least for
again-
me,
You go. Basically finished.
I think Ty already mentioned this, but I actually can see Joel Embiid if the 76ers can keep improving their record and they can end as a top 3 in the East. Because right now, Embiid's averaging 24.6 points per game, 12 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 blocks almost, and like 1 steal. Right now, they're the 3rd seed with a record of 9-5. So, I mean, definitely, I do think that would be a stretch for Embiid. They would obviously have to perform not a lot better, but they'd have to continue what they're doing and keep putting up good numbers and have a good record. But definitely someone who I think could win it, and someone that not many people, he could be a dark horse for sure, would be Joel Embiid.
Guys, quickly, if you would let me, there's some somewhat breaking news. On the football lane, Josh McDaniels is looking like he will most likely become the Eagles coach.
Very interesting.
Damn.
What are your thoughts
I
on that?
feel like
Honestly, I'm not even mad with that. I do not. Okay, one thing about Josh McDaniels that I just could not watch every single game during the Patriots season this year, on 3rd downs and long, he would try and do a run play.
Facts.
Like,
Facts.
that
on
was
a 3rd and 1,
so
he'd do a not even a draw. He'd do like a inside like read option play. I'm like, literally just run the ball down the middle. Like, why are we doing some stupid play? Run the ball down the middle. Get us a first down.
Or you could even do a QB sneak and just jump it over.
Yeah. Or why is James White, with Cam Newton's kind of limited arm, why is James White not getting screen pass, short passes 24/7? He barely got utilized at all this season, which was really
Dwight has
annoying.
probably one of the best hands as a running back.
One of the best
as
receiving
well.
backs in the entire league. Like Kamara, that's why Drew Brees and Kamara work so well. Kamara Drew Brees doesn't have much arm strength. So Kamara is his kind of check down, and Kamara just gets them yards. That's why he got so many. Low-key Josh McDaniels is a trash offensive coordinator. I'm sorry. Like, he's had, like...
He's good.
He's good, but he's not, like, really good. Like,
Definitely some of his decisions are very questionable.
yes. And so, some of his, like, he always be trying, like, stupid trick plays and stuff that, like, never work. Like, why are we throwing the ball to Brady in the Super Bowl? Like, I don't understand. Like... And then Brady dropped it because obviously Brady's going to drop, like, some pass. You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand that.
Yeah, he hasn't got hands like me.
No, but it's just, like, Josh McDaniels to me, like, I feel like he got carried by Bill and Tom for his legacy.
Yeah, I feel like what was I gonna say? Friggin' Josh McDaniels, like, kind of, he probably thought that after Tom Brady left, Bill Belichick would have probably left, and he would have, like, taken the head coach job for the Patriots. But clearly, he doesn't see that in his future, and he's just kind of like, it's time for me to move on. I need to.
Yeah, be my head coach for sure.
I could definitely make some more money somewhere else, and clearly, it seems like Philadelphia is the place for him to go. So
it's just kind of the Philly situation's kind of really bad, to be honest. Like,
yeah,
they fired Doug Peterson for some reason. I don't really know why. And they kind of fired him because they want Carson Wentz to start. And Carson Wentz is a bot. Like, if you watch his gameplay, bro, like, he's a bot. Like, he sucks. And they're going to have Jalen Hurts sit again. After Jalen Hurts basically gave them even playoff chances, which makes no sense to me. So, it's just a bad situation for me that they have pretty awful offensive weapons. Their defense sucks. Their special teams suck. They have no wide receivers. Like, that's such a trash situation. And Josh McDaniels is gonna suck, and he's gonna be fired. And yeah, I wish we had kept Brian Flores, because Brian Flores would be such a good coach for us. He's actually such a good coach. It's so annoying that the Dolphins got him, bro. We have Belichick, so it's fine, I guess.
Now, what the Pats can do this season? Who do you think they can pick up next season to become better?
What?
Deshaun Watson wants out of Houston.
Yes.
Yeah,
Sirski.
that is true, but I feel like Deshaun Watson coming to the Patriots it doesn't look too likely right now. I mean, it's definitely a possibility.
Jets or Dolphins. Well, we're actually
If it were to happen,
we're the third most likely by Vegas.
The Dolphins are first, right?
Yeah, it's Dolphins, it's Jets, and then it's the Pats.
if Belichick was able to get his hands on Deshaun Watson, oh my God, our offense. Just give him like a few wide receivers and like one tight end, because we just don't have any.
Yep.
We need a wide receiver one though. If we picked up Deshaun Watson,
So definitely, like, once Edelman comes back, he'll be the number 2. But then you make Edelman your number 2. You make Jacoby Myers your number 3, and then you make whoever number 1.
We see an actual wide receiver.
Harry, if Harry can somehow
Harry
have a breakout
sucks,
game.
bro. Harry's so trash.
Yeah,
And it's so annoying. Like, could we have drafted
Imagine if we had DK Metcalf
or AJ Brown? Like, bro, AJ Brown's a little demon, bro.
I think we should get Mike Evans. What do you guys think?
I think we should get Tyreek Hill. I think we should get Patrick Mahomes, low key. Can we just grab
I love how
Patrick
Sergey's
Mahomes?
takes are just completely ignored at this point. Like,
It just doesn't even make much sense. Like, I mean, sure, I love Mike Evans, but Mike Evans is like one of the top 10 wide receivers in the league. They're not going to trade him for no reason.
Obviously, it was just a take.
It was just.
That's not what a take is, Sergey. So, thank you guys for listening to our second podcast. Hope you guys enjoyed. It's a good convo. We'll be coming back next week with probably some AFC Championship talk, maybe about the Pats and how they should rebuild. Any ideas that you guys have, make sure to leave them in the comments. Thank you so much. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you guys next time.